Okay. All right. Hello, hello. Fantastic. Say hi in the comments, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Tell us where you're from. I'm going to wait a minute before we get started. It's so nice that everyone's here and more people keep coming into the room. Nice job, Missouri. Hello, hello. I'm drinking my seltzer straight out of the bottle today. I didn't remember my water bottle and I didn't bother with a cup. Central Florida, very nice. I know the coast. I know Boca and West Palm. And, oh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. A little bit inland, the one with the horses. I know that town too. Oh, Poland. Welcome, welcome. Great. Is it nighttime in Poland or is it daytime in Poland? I don't know the time difference there. Okay, I'm in Boston in the United States, in Massachusetts on the East Coast of the United States. Actually, it's Cambridge, but I'm right outside Harvard Square. I drive through Harvard Square to get to work every day. You all are in my holistic healing office with me here, actually. There's more of you coming in. Say hi, everyone. Tell us where you're from in the world. It's so nice to see you all. There's some of you that I recognize. Hi, guest. I don't recognize you. Oh, UK. Nice. Where in the UK? I am an Anglophile. I've been all over the entire UK. 10 p.m. Okay. Good evening. Aren't you going to have a lovely sleep after this? Are you a night owl there in Poland? London? Great. I was just there. Hi. Thank you for tuning. Myrtle Beach. Oh, wow. Oh, thanks for the comment. It's been a while for me tuning in and you look wonderful with so much light. Thank you so much. I do channel light, so there you go. I channel light for a living. I talk to God for a living and I talk to all of you. Yeah, everybody here is a beautiful soul. What a nice encapsulation. That's so true. All right. Australia, good morning. Australia, lovely. South London. We got another Londoner. Whoop, whoop. You all are just the best. I just love it. There's so many more people streaming in. I'm going to give it one more minute and then I'll do my preamble for those of you who don't know me yet. I can feel the energy of all of you. I can feel your love. UK, good job. Lancashire, a lot of you from the UK. Wonderful. I got my UK crew here in the house with us. I've had many past lives there. And I talked to many ghosts in castles in Wales. Another one from the UK. Great. Awesome. You guys. Oh, thanks for the hearts, by the way. I see them streaming in. I love the hearts. Please rapid fire those. They fill my cup. You know that. I always tell you that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to get started. I know there's a lot more of you coming into the room. The numbers just keep going up and up and up. I'm going to do my preamble now, and then we'll get started with the channel message. So for those of you who don't know me, hi, welcome. I am Laura West, and I am a channel for the divine. I'm a Reiki master teacher, and I'm also a psychic medium. You are here with me in my Cambridge, Massachusetts, just outside Harvard Square holistic healing office. I see clients here, both online and in person, and then once a month I come here and I do this with you. I channel the Council of Light. They are a group of light beings who've been coming through me since 2010, and I use this time with all of you as a way of expressing my gratitude for this getting to be my life. I get to live in the slipstream of sacredness and touchstone energy healing and quantum mechanics and spirituality for a living. And I love you all, all the time. And this gets to really be my life. So the Council of Light just started coming through me spontaneously in 2010. And this was way before the technology we have now with recorders built into our iPhones and smartphones and all the things. I had a little digital voice recorder, and it was also before my skills really got ensconced in me. So I would go into a trance, sleep, and I would listen to them or have them channel, and then I would listen back to the messages and transcribe them. That was painful. There was no transcription technology back then. So they had brief messages, like a 5-minute message that I went to a trance for. I would wake back up and be like 4 hours worth of work to transcribe it by hand and then upload it to my budding technology devices. It was very rudimentary back then, but technology has changed. So here's what we're gonna do today. Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. West Coast of Canada, I've been there too. Y'all, Netherlands. Okay, nice. Good evening, Netherlands. I have not been there yet. That's a destination that's on my travel list soon. All right, here's what's gonna happen, you guys. I can't talk to you now in the chat. I'm like playing friends and besties and making nice with you, but I gotta do my job. All right, so I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna let the Council of Light come through and they're gonna talk, and then I'm gonna open my eyes at the end of their little spiel here. I kind of have a sense of what they're gonna say today in a brief way. Usually I'm neutral, I don't know. But, and I'm not going into a trance. I can wake up, I could channel them in the grocery store for you, or at the movie theater, or in line to pump my gas. Like, I can just do this now all the time as my slipstream of the way that I live my life, because I'm always so connected to the divine in this way. But I don't, because I have really great boundaries and ethics. And when you're in the grocery store and you're buying your apples, you don't need to be tapped on the shoulder and be told things, because, you know, you have your lives to live. And so do I. But anyway, here we are. So I'm gonna let them come through and chat, and then I'll come back at the end. I can't see your comments. Oh, a couple other things I'm supposed to remind you. Number one, if you wanna give a monetary donation during this time, please feel free to do so. I don't need it or expect it, but it's a way for us in our monetarily based society to give gratitude as dana, thanks, the Buddhism concept of expressing thanks through monetary donation. I give dana to my teachers all the time when I'm on retreat or when I'm in class with them, and it just helps me to feel like I am connected to them in a monetary, physical way, even though spiritually and sacredly and energetically we're connected all the time. So go ahead and do that if that moves you. And, oh, I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Insight Timer now has hosted video, and I'm on it. I was an early adopter. They invited me to be a video early adopter. And so I took a couple of weeks and I uploaded all of this last year's channel messages. So there's like 11 or 12 of them there. 3 of them have been approved so far, and the other bunch are in the queue for being approved. But now every time after these live events with you all, I'm gonna be able to edit them and they'll be able to be posted to my account. So go ahead and follow me here. I am Laura West in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and there's 8.5 of you so far, thousands, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, find me and follow me, and then you'll always get access to my video content. So if you're ever not able to sit in the live audience, cha-ching, there you go. You can watch the replays, okay? I know, I'm so excited. They finally have flipped over into video. So, and there's lots and lots and lots. Oh, Norway. Great, Norway's here. Okay, guys, I can't chat with you right now. I want to talk to you and be besties. I just love you all. All right, here we go. I'm closing my eyes now. So I can't see you. If you have things to say in the chat while I'm doing the channel message, please be nice. If you have nothing kind to say, be quiet. Or don't respond to anybody if they're saying weird, unkind things. That has happened on occasion in the 10 years I've been doing this here on this timer. Random drive-bys of random, weird, inappropriate stuff. Just ignore it. But when I come back, we can chat more, okay? All right. Love you, love you. Here we go. Greetings to you all, you bright, blessed beings there on that earth plane. We are the Council of Light, and we are here again to tell you that we love you, and that we see you, and that we're working with you. We're working with your hearts. We're working with your egos. We're working with your energy centers. We're working with your neurosystems. We're working with your nervous structures. Because you as humans are very complicated, very intricate, very diversely built. The most quantum structures that one could ever imagine. Yes, you as humans build quantum structures, and yes, you as humans build AI, and yes, you as humans build technology that is informing and shaping and changing and growing and nuancing your lives, but you yourselves are the greatest computers ever, and nothing can surpass you. So we come as the Council of Light, and we give you grace, and we give you wisdom, and we uplift you, and we support you, and we hold you, and we work on you. Sometimes we open the motherboard of your energy systems and we give you some tweaks. Sometimes we just sit and talk to you and give you lecture. Sometimes we're a bit tidy with our demand of you knowing yourselves. Sometimes we are more flowery and poetic. Today, we are all of the above, because you are all of the above. You as humans are the greatest thing since sliced bread. You as humans have had many iterations of being human over and over and over again, and yet you sit in this human existence right here, right now, in this place, being in this space, being the you that you are now. The he, the she, the they, the we that you are right now. At whatever age you are, in whatever decade of your life expansion that you are. And it is the most perfect space to be right here in this moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Consciously, come on, do it with us. Breathe in. Breathe out. There is no other place that you need to be but in this moment, breathing in and breathing out. There is not a yesterday, there is not a tomorrow, there is only a today, there is only a now. There is only ever a now. It is always the now. Every tiny nanomicrosecond of now, and then now, and then now, and then now, is always the slipstream of your lives. So we task you all the time, edit your thoughts very carefully. Edit your emotions very carefully. Edit your vibrational frequency very carefully. As humans, you are the greatest radio receptors there is. You build towers, you build computers, you build machines to quantum compute and to talk, and yet you yourselves are the greatest quantifiers, the greatest magnifiers, the greatest energy doers of all time, and nothing can replace you. You are in a trance, most of you humans. You are in a trance. You think you have lack. You think you have doubt. You think you have incapability. You think you have gaps. You think you have faults. You think you have nothingness and non-worthiness. Those are trances. Because we are here to remind you from this space of light effervescence that you yourselves are light effervescence. You yourselves are sparkles. You are not your human bodies. Those are just your shells. You are souls that are eternal, that are energetic blueprints, thumbprints of essence, like snowflakes. No two are alike. And your energy essence, that is the unique you, that is the youest you you will ever be, can do no harm, can do no wrong, and has access to all. Yes, your human ego emotions get in the way. Yes, your human physicality breaks down. Yes, you have lessons of foible and hardship and anger and meanness that come along with being human. Those are the teachers. They are not the you. Those are the teachers. They are not the you. For you are divine. You are light. You are sparkly, effervescence, ever so bright. And when you return to the slipstream of that, when you return to the drumbeat of that, when you return to the knowing of that over and over and over again, every day, I am light. I am divine. I am pure essence of truth. I am a soul who knows where I'm going, even if my mind doesn't know. I am a soul who came here to do my work, even if my mind doesn't understand. I trust my soul. I trust my ethics. I trust my gut. I trust my compass. I trust my morals. I trust myself. When you know that deep in the marrow of your being, deep in the marrow of your being, you can do no wrong. There are only lessons to be learned. And when you learn them, you quantify them faster. The alchemy of them gets quick. You begin to merge with the now, always the now and the now and the now and the now. And so you are always running at a higher frequency, oscillating as a computer in the now of the always now. And you start to notice that you can feel and you can see and you can sense more. Like the woman whose voice box we come through. She can feel, she can see, she can sense more beyond the human 3D ego into what you know to be science fiction. You can do it too. There are more and more and more of you turning like sunflowers to the sun in an authentic yearning to know your truth, to know your soul, to know the authenticity of the deep marrow of your bones. That is a metaphor because your bones are just the physical vehicle that carry your soul around. More and more and more of you are turning to that deep soul knowing place of yourselves. You want to be there. You want to live from there. You want to touchstone that as your essence. You want to kiss that and make it be the greatest love of your entire lives. Do that like she does it. She lives there now. You can do it too. Always turn inward. Always go to the gut. Always go to the deepest, quietest, most pure, most truthful, honest soul knowing. And yes, you have to pull away all of the emotional muck and fray. And yes, you have to pull away all of the intense sorrow and sadness and mourning and grief and loss of who you thought you were, who you thought you were becoming, who you thought you were supposed to be in this world, who you thought you were supposed to be connected to or attached to or identify as. You have to strip all of that away with your ego saying goodbye. And when you do, you will arrive at a place of 0 point. Truth. The container of the frequency of the real. It is the realest real you will ever feel. That is what this woman says all the time in her 3D ego life. She experiences the realest real she will ever feel with certain aspects of her life, and you can too. Every day, every way, as a slipstream narrative of who you are, the frequency you hold, the being that you become, the being that you release, the being and the true essence of what you are. We say this to you firmly with the tone of voice, but we say it to you with the deepest amount of gratitude and compassion towards the process. It's as if you're tadpoles metamorphosizing into frogs. You go through complete changes. You strip yourselves bare. You're vulnerable. And you build yourselves back up. And going through that process is an alchemy of fire. When you do that, you are alive. In this lifetime, there's so many of you that have human 3D ego emotions, and those are wonderful. They're like steering navigators for your compass of your life. They are not you. Do you understand? You over-identify the feelings that you have as being you. I am sad. I am lonely. I am mad. I am angry. I am depressed. No. Those are the feelings in your life to steer you to where you really need to be going. Also, I am joyful. I am exuberant. I am happy. I am in love. Those are also feelings, and they are steering you where you need to go. Where do you need to go? Your truth. Where is it? 0 point. How do you get there? Go into your inner deep soul knowing of the bones of the depth of the youest you will ever be. Over and over and over and over. Practice and practice and practice and practice. Listen to the people who have done it before you. Hold your session work. Read the books. Download the podcasts. Watch the videos. Show up in your lives. Agree to participate. So many of you are coasting through your lives. What does that mean? You're successful. You're happy. You've gone from learning to growing to becoming acquainted with work to having a craft to finding a mate or life mates to procreating, some of you, and you're still on autopilot. There's others of you that are going to the school of life. You have a lot of lessons, a lot of strife. You're also on autopilot. You're going from strife to strife, dopamine hit to dopamine hit. When we tell you to go to 0 point, when we tell you to become the youest you will ever be, when we tell you to go to the deep soul truth of knowing who you are at your core, we are not telling you to become vegetables or to become neutralized into nothing. We are not telling you to go into a meditative state in the caves of the Himalayas and chant Om for the next 16 years. No. Show up in your lives. Wake up every morning, brush your teeth, eat your food, go to work, live with your families, be productive members of your community. Exercise. Take your time to go to your sacred slipstream places of pause with your prayer and your asanas and your meditations and all of your contemplative practices. And while you do all of that through the arc of your days, go to the depths of your souls. Tune deeply inward. There is a frequency between the 3rd dimension and the 5th dimension that this woman talks about all the time now. The 5th dimension is much more heart-led. The 5th dimension is a frequency that is much more connected telepathically and somatically across the entire human biofield. Live there. Practice being there. Have touchstones there. And the more you do that, the more you strip away the ego, 3D, touchable, tangible, everything around you, walls, strict structure, rubrics, routines, and you live from the sacred slipstream of the deepest you that you will ever be. The true you, the authentic you that knows your ultimate truth. Sometimes you might need some help, so you need to go find people to have sessions with, or you need to sit in sessions like this and listen to us, and that's okay. We don't expect all of you to do it alone. It's a challenging task. Humans need support. You're all moving along your continuums of your lives, and some of you need more support than others, and that's great. Some of you are listening to our words here today, and you're like, yep, I got it on lockdown. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm there. Good for you. Be the helpers to others around you while you continue to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into the 0 point of you. Because when you live from that place, when you live from that truth, whatever your truth is, every truth is a truth. No truth is an untruth. Every truth is a real. No real is an unreal. And all your truths can be different because there is no soul like yours. No two are alike. Like we said before, just like snowflakes. When you live from your place of truth, when you live from the place of your soul vibration, understanding itself in relationship to the divine sacredness around it, through it, between it, in it, of it, you live harmoniously. Yes, there are speed bumps. Yes, there are pushes and pulls. Yes, there are highs and lows, sorrows and joys. That's part of the 3D realm that you live in. But when you live from that soul-centered place of knowing your truth very clearly, you evolutionize your human frequency. You move yourselves in a quantum way. You catapult yourselves in a quantum way to be in a physical space of more absorbed, more coherent vibrational frequency. And you are rising the continuum of the earth energy. Everybody has truth that is different, and so you all have your own, and the important thing is to remember that yours is yours and yours is not anyone else's. When you stay in your own lane and you do your own work for you, it cannot be harmful or hurtful to others around you because it is yours and you are focused on you. A lot of your nervous systems are taxed because globally, you are thinking about all the fires that have been placed all over that entire globe, geopolitically and the like. We will not get into the specifics of that because you all understand, you all read the news, you all watch TV, blah, blah, blah. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Those are lower frequencies. Have compassion and send love and well wishes to those around you in the world that are suffering or in sorrow or in slipstreams of hardship. And if you're in one, we bless you. And we invite you to move to the left. And for the rest of you, stop narrating that all the time. It does your nervous system no good. The truth of you is pure vibrational essence. The truth of you is a sparkling, effervescent light. It doesn't know suffering and sorrow. When you're in your soul forms, none of you ever have said, hey, let me go back down to that earth plane to have a really horrible experience and tax myself and get really unfit and unhealthy and mentally weary and call it a good run. None of you signed up for that. And yet many of you do that. Stop. Cultivate a harmoniousness in your mind. Cultivate a restful nourishment in your mind. Your 3D ego has a lot of work to do to move that needle. Get the 3D ego out of the way. That's step number 1. When you move the 3D ego out of the way and you listen to the soul form, the higher essence of self, your internal knowing, the deep, 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 darkest, furthest place away from your ego rubric, self. For many of you, it's been tamped down in your whole life. So go down there very, very carefully and begin to tussle that thread. Pull it up, 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 up. For people like the woman who we're talking the voice box through, she knows how to live there all the time. It is her main essence. You can be there too, but you have to practice. You can be there too, but you have to cultivate it like she has. And we're not putting her on a pedestal. She's not better than you. She's just the example. She's the framework. When you live from your most true soul-centered self, things are much easier when they're hard for you. Your hard stuff is still hard, but it doesn't derail you completely. The surprises that come in your life of negativity or pivot don't have much attachment anymore because you know yourself to be solid and effervescence in a space of light and a frequency of purity, and your purity is different than any other purity. So we're not saying all of it is alike. We're saying that each of you are your own individual unique frequency, like plucking a string on a violin or a musical instrument, and it vibrates differently for each string. You all are your own strings. Learn to vibrate them together in a harmonized frequency, and you create an essence, an energy of harmony and frequency of peacefulness and joyfulness and collaborativeness and nourishment and rest amongst the strife. So, humans, we've said this to you repeatedly in many different iterations over all the years that we've come to you in this way, through this woman's voice box. You are pure light effervescence. You are souls having a human existence with that thing called a body. That is always the way it goes. And we invite you now to begin to go into the depths of your soul knowings in a space that is pure you, and touchstone it all the time. The now, and 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 the now. It is always the now. From yesterday to tomorrow, from 10 years ago to 10 years from now, from last century to 2 centuries from now, from the generation that came before you to the generations that you are procreating that are coming after you. It is always the now, and the now, and the now, and the now. Time is linear as an existence of your human construct to understand what is happening around you so you can mark things. But it is always the circular. It is always the effervescent. It is always the 77 million simultaneous yous living together in a quantum structure of you now, and you now, and you now, and you now. Harness it, access it, dive deep into it, cultivate it, breathe it up, bring it to the surface of your being. Live that experience of that real, true you, and you can never do any wrong. Your hardships will be hard and your sadnesses will be sad, but you will get through them faster. And you will start to notice that you are a doer, an alchemizer, a quantum entangler, so that you couple with other vibrational frequency of like-mindedness, and then you change the frequency of the world around you. And then you suddenly become the frontline healers, the frontline compassion givers, the frontline workers of loving kindness. And yes, maybe a decade goes by before you are there. And yes, maybe you touch stone at 16 times and then you fall off the wagon and you don't touch it for another 10 years. It doesn't matter. You can always try again. You can always continue to practice again. You can always slipstream in and slipstream out, touchstone in and touchstone out. The woman who is letting us use her voice box has come to this earth, and she listened when she was a very little person, a very young child, to understanding that she was sacred and she was divine and she needed to speak the voice of God to humans and help them heal. No big deal. Really, no, truly, it's no big deal. She just understood her compass. She listened to the inner deep knowing of her thread way down deep inside her, and she pulled it up and she said, hi, you feel true. Let me play with you. Let me talk to you. Let me become your best friend. And by the time she was in her early 20s, speaking the essence of the divine or the ghostly or the otherworldly or the crossed over was no big deal. Now another 20 years has gone by, and what is she doing? She is letting us come through her repeatedly on blind faith. Essence of letting us come. She feels our vibration and she knows we're true, but we've never shown ourselves to her physically. We've never manifested ourselves in the 3D to tell her we are real. She has always just trusted the source and the vibrational purity that comes through her as a channel and a conduit. And what is it doing now? It is teaching you to do the same thing. Welcome to the masterclass of your vibrational lives. This is 101. You all signed up to be here. Congratulations to you. You have homework now to do, and you know what it is. Be the truest, realest, most authentic you. Touchstone your soul knowing about whatever it is that you need to know about your lives every day, all the time. No big deal. It is massive. It is huge. It is vast. It is awe-shaking. It is inspiring. It is intimidating. It will crumble you and it will build you. It is the mover of mountains and the shaker of trees. And it is the sun. And it is the breath. And it is the turnover of everyday nourishment. Day in and day out, up and down and all around. You, authentic. You, true. You, essence. You, light. You, being ever so bright. Humans, good job. Good job. You're doing it. You're making the most of it. You're being reminded to. You're starting to understand you need to practice. Some of you have mastery. Some of you have just heard this as a first-time concept. Kudos to all of you. You're all in the right place at the right time. We could wax poetic about this forever and ever, and we could say all kinds of platitudes to you, and we could give you 16 more metaphors, but you understand what we're saying. You feel it in your hearts, yes? You feel it in your solar plexus, yes? You feel it in your vibration of your frequency, yes? You feel it in the essence of your head, yes? You feel it in the essence of your vibrational imprint, yes? Because it's true. Because it's you. Okay, humans, we will pause there today and conclude our narration. And we will say thank you, as always, for listening to our words here today. We are the Council of Light. We wrap you in a golden blanket of light to nourish and sustain you and hold you ever so tight until we are come back to you next time. Next month, in the iteration that this woman so diligently and meticulously sets up for us. We look forward to speaking to you again. Until then, namaste, adieu, and goodbye for now. I need my readers. Well, hello. Great. I love your comments. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, and somebody donated, or a couple people donated. Wow. All right. Oh, I'm really hot. Hang on. I gotta open the window here in Cambridge. Ugh, I'm like sweating. All right, humans. Let's debrief. Did anybody understand what they were saying? Did anybody feel it in your vibrational frequencies? So much love. I know, so much love. Oh, thank you for donating. You got 333, what a divine number. I could just scoop you all up and just squeeze you all and love you all so much. Oh man, I know, right? They don't, yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad. So many of you are saying, yes, you felt it. Yes, you felt it. That's so great. And the hearts I love so much. I always feel a little bit anxious. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Look at this. You guys, I feel my ego woman feels a little self-conscious when they reference me in the messages, because I am not here to put myself like, hey, I'm awesome. I'm Laura West and I talk to the divine. Na, 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 na. I mean, it's just who I am. It's like my life, whatever. It's not a big deal to me. And when they highlight it to give it as a teachable moment or a teachable lesson, I hope you all can understand that. My ego really wants to be out of the way. And I kind of go back and forth with them in my mind. Okay, you want to hear some really cool metaphysics? So I can let them come through my voice box and I can have them talk. No, you're not ego at all. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, okay. I can let them come through and talk to you guys. And then I can be having my own thoughts in the background. My humanness, she's like back here somewhere, like doing her own thing, like cleaning the dishes or having a discussion with them on the side or thinking about other things in her life. Like my human ego knows information that I'm thinking about in my own life that they're talking about that references like, oh, I could, yeah, that's an illustrating point for me in my life. I get it. For whatever the example is for me. And so I'm having all of that like a multi-stage computer and they're still speaking to you. And I'm also in a 3D environment. So like outside my door, I'm in a Victorian walk-up, 3-floor walk-up with a holistic healing collaborative with all my colleagues in the building, and I can hear different people coming and going, and then I can hear the traffic outside, and sometimes there's fire engines, and sometimes there's planes going overhead, and I hear it all, and I'm like aware of it all because I'm awake while I'm channeling for you. It's wild. It wasn't this way when I first started. When they first came on board today and they were talking to you about practicing and building your strengths for yourselves, I did not have this level of sophistication when I first started. I told you in the beginning, I had to go into a trance, I had to record, I had to listen back. But I've been practicing in that slipstream that they've been talking about. I've been practicing in that space for so many decades of my life that it's like flow state for me now. Like any one of you in these comments, I won't because it's not fair, but I could read for any one of you right now. Just like pick one of you out and be like, bloop, here's the message for you. Pretty incredible, right? I'm just awestruck about that skill set. And that's why I come and do this for free, because it's like, holy moly, this gets to be my life. And I get to share it with all of you in this way. What an honor. Oh, I'm still so hot. The energy rose really high. The energy got really high, like the vibration of it. So I experience psychic abilities. I have claircognizance. I've always had that. I have telepathy that's really popping and hopping now. I've got somatic channeling. I've got clairsentience, clairvoyance. I have all the things, but it's like, it's so incredible. This 5th dimensional heart coherence frequency place that we're starting to live from, I'm there. I'm living there. Whoop, whoop. Come play in my sandbox. You're all invited. It's so incredible. Anyway, all right. This is amazing, you guys. And it's running on almost 40 minutes, and I do all the editing, and it's going to take a long time tomorrow to edit this. But like I said in the beginning, Insight Timer now hosts video, so this video from today will be edited and posted so you can watch back. Please come and find me here on the platform. I am Laura West. I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And when you follow me as a teacher here, it'll let you know when we have the next live event, which I always go in after this, and I set up next month. It's always the first Saturday of every month, and it's always at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna go in and look at the June calendar and set it up right after this one. Yeah, no kidding, besties. Love you too. Let's all live in that space together and vibrate high. I mean, I seriously feel like I float when I do this work with you all. And especially after my client day. I had a day full of clients doing this one-on-one with people. And now here I am in a group and it's like, woo. So, okay, my loves. It's such an honor to be with you. And it is such a tremendous reward. Oh, Richard, you'll get follow me here and you'll get the video that I post, okay? Thank you for being here, Carolina. Thank you, everybody. So much love to you all. So much love. And I'm really going to say goodbye now. So I don't have 6.5 hours worth of editing to do tomorrow, but I really do. Yeah, it does. Jay asked a nice question. Okay, does the group amplify the energy as opposed to one-on-one? Absolutely, 100% yes. Have you ever been in a meditation space with a collective where all of a sudden everybody's energy is like off the charts, and then you go home and you try and do the meditation and you're like, I don't feel it so much right now by myself. Yeah, so our group is amplifying the energy for ourselves as humans. It does not amplify the Council of Light. They themselves are already divine amplified structure that need no help from us. They come to help us. But we amplify the vibration of being in their slipstream by being together. Yeah? Yeah. I see a little orange light once in the sky, and it was low on the sky and went up into the stars within 30 seconds. Cool. Very cool. Sacred slipstream. Yep. All right. So much love to you all. Mwah! Happy May. Enjoy your month. Come find me. I do all this work in my holistic healing office. Please come find me in between these live sessions. I can help you. I can support you. I would love to do that with you as a practitioner of Reiki and psychic arts and channeling the divine. Okay? Mwah.